Hey trainers, he likes to go here. Hope y'all are having a great day or night. And today we're back with another Great League team battle video with a triple shadow team that I happened to see one of my opponents using on me, and it really stuck out to me. I love triple shadow teams, so I wanted to give it a try. So rightfully and respectfully so, shout out to that trainer that battled me with this squad. I wish I had their in-game name. I would give them a shout out on the in my video there. But anyway, we're gonna hop right into it here. It consists of Shadow, Alohan, Marowak, for Alligator, and Sandslash in the back, with all the Clodsires and things like that. We need to have coverage, extra coverage for stuff like that, as well as Jump Luff, and Sandslash is great for that. As well as for Alligator, he's good into pretty much anything into the meta, obviously except grass. Even grass is manageable. But we're gonna hop right into the battles here. We have our Marowak coming up against this Clodsire coming in, and he's going to probably be able to make a move before I make that second Bone Club. That's okay, we have so many Pokemons in the back still. Sandslash hasn't even come out yet, but he's going to come in for a couple ice Powder Snows down, and we're going to get that W. GG's to the opponent. Next lead is going to be Clodsire, perfect for us. We're going to build up, and he's going to swap into the Gastrodon. I'm actually going to stay in here and fire on good timing. Fire off a Bone Club and then dip into the Sandslash because I knew a Body Slam was coming. And we're taking resisted damage there because we were Steel type. I like to undercharge right here to try to get a couple extra charge energies there, but he ended up shielding. I'm not sure why, because that thing was going right down after a couple more Powder Snows. Back in comes the Clodsire. He's going to get met with that Ice Punch. Ends up taking his shield, and we're still up 1 shield to 0. We're going to let the Sandslash go down. I could have even shielded that and really took him out. But I have plenty of answers in the back, including the Feraligatr that hasn't even come out to the battle yet. So here comes a Stone Edge. That's resisted damage. I'm not sure why he did that, but my opponent's going to throw in Jump Luff in the back. We're going to Rock Slide that thing, and then chip and dip into our Feraligatr, start getting ahead on energy, and I end up shielding up an Aerial Ace right here, I think, yeah. But still he's not able to make the Grass Knot, but now I believe he is able to, and that was a misplay. I should have just kept farming up with the Gator, and I threw the match right there. Sometimes things happen in battle, man, but that was not the team's fault. That was just a misplay on my end. I should have just kept farming it through the Ice Beam, but GG's to the opponent. Next lead, we're going to see a Galar Weezing. That's perfect for us. He's going to bail into his Mandibuzz. I immediately send out that Sandslash. Going to take a Dark Pulse. No problem. We're going to farm up, throw a couple Ice Punches at this thing. I believe we pull 1 shield right here, but he does like the second one go through, and that's perfectly fine. Right here, I'm going to end up shielding up because I do want to keep alignment. And I will Ice Punch that bird out of the sky. I tried to undercharge a little bit, but Ice Punch is too strong. He's going to throw back in the Gastrodon and come in immediately with my Feraligatr. Going to take a Body Slam right here and then keep farming up, make right under that second Hydro Cannon. Right on good timing, and I believe that I'm not able to make a second one. I'm not sure. Maybe I could have just farmed up to 2 and then 3, but that's perfectly fine. He comes back in with the Weezing. He's going to be met with my Shadow Kanto Marowak, and we're just going to keep farming that thing away, and then we make a catch under our Sandslash and come out with 100% energy for this Gastrodon. He's going to get hit with a couple Shadow Bones right here. Shield up the Body Slam coming in, and that's going to be a good game to the opponent. Super fun team, man. I hope you guys enjoy the battle. The video. If you do, make sure at any time to subscribe and drop a like and a comment down below. Next lead we see for Alligator, and I end up staying in because I want to play it out to see how it goes, but I believe I throw a Bone Club on that right before he gets to his Hydro Cannon of his own, and I come in with my own Gator. And right here, I could let it go, but since I'm going to be switch locked a minute, I want to have good health for whatever's coming in, which is going to be a Shadow Drapion. Fire off the Hydro Cannon, he shields up, and now we're both down shields. Gonna fire off another Hydro Cannon, and he's going to end up crunching me and getting my Gator out of there. That's perfectly fine. We're going to come back in with the Sandslash actually, so we can start getting ahead on energy. And Sandslash is going to pull out a Bunny, and he ends up making a catch onto that Gator right there. That was a great catch. But I'm going to go ahead and save some energy on that and health on that Sandslash so we can come back into that matchup later. Fire in the Marowak, and Marowak's going to be met with the Scorching Sands right here, and it doesn't KO, but he's able to knock me out. I have the Ice Punch loaded for that Bunny in the back, and that's going to be a good game to the opponent. Well played. Alright, next lead is going to be a Jellicent, and he is on Hex, so it's not as much as Bubble. He's not doing as much damage as if he had Bubble. That's alright, we're going to play this out and make a safe swap into my Gator to try to catch a Surf, and that draws out a Ferrothorn, which is great because we don't want Gator to see that later, so at least we're ahead on energy right here, so we're going to have an advantage in this matchup. I might have to expand both shields, but actually I decided to elect to let the Gator go down and start coming in with my Sand Slash to get ahead on energy. Didn't have to shield that Power Whip, that's perfectly fine. We want to keep health, and he ends up throwing back in the his own Sand Slash, and now we're ahead on energy. We're able to make a second drill run, doing huge damage. We make a catch, most likely going to be his own drill run. Yep, he threw all that energy, and now we have a Bone Club loaded for that Jellicent coming in. That's going to be a good game, well played to the opponent. Next lead, we're going to see a Malamar. Malamar, I'm going to stay in here and see how it plays out. It's hard to time, it's hard to throw in good timing because I'm not sure about Sidewave when to really throw. But we're going to shield up whatever's coming in, a foul play or a superpower, and it's going to be a superpower. He ends up dropping his defense and attack, and now since he did that, I know I can eat the next one. We're going to come right in with the Gator, start getting ahead on energy. Draws out a Gator of his own. Now, a Gator of his own might be his best response, so we're going to go ahead and just try to knock that thing out. Either that or pulling a shield. He lets his own Gator go down, and I come in with his own Malamar and throws his energy on my Gator. Easily let that go through. Come back in with the Sand Slash. What's in the back is going to be a Clodsire, and that is going to be a good game pretty much from here. That is pretty much Clodsire's worst enemy right here is a Shadow Sand Slash, especially a rank 2 is going to hit super hard, very attack weighted. So we're able to come back in with the Marowak for one Bone Club. Mudslide down, and that's a GG to the opponent. Super fun team, man. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Hopefully I can keep climbing with it. And nextly we have Wiggly. Wigglytuff, we're gonna throw a Bone Club. I thought I threw in good timing, but he must have kept going, so he couldn't see me. So I couldn't CMP him. Draws out a Marowak of his own, and we're gonna fire off Ice Punch number 1. Most likely make a second one. Throws a Bone Club, and we make the second Ice Punch right before my Sand Slash goes down. And of course, right here he lets the Marowak go down. Interesting. He's gonna come back in with Dugong. I save a little bit of energy, and I can start coming ahead and getting ahead on energy with my Gator, and he makes a switch into Wigglytuff. I'm not really sure why. He disarming voiced me. If I was him, I would have at least maybe threw the Icy Wind, so I'd be debuffed, and these Hydro Cannons wouldn't hurt Dugong as much, but we're able to fire off both Hydro Cannons, and then that does huge damage to Dugong. Come back in with the Marowak, and Marowak's going to be met with an Icy Wind. That's perfectly fine. We still have an Ice Punch loaded, I believe, for the Sand Slash right there, and we just come with the Gator, actually just completely Shadow Claw down. GG's. Next opponent, that's not good for us, but he is on Charm, so the Powder Snows will be doing way more damage. So we're going to stay in and fight at this Ice-type Pokemon with our Ground type. And we make a catch onto our Sand Slash, which is beautiful. That draws out a Bastiodon. Okay, I guess people are still playing Bastiodon here and there. I'm not really sure why. And they also decide to throw a Stone Edge. I'm not sure why they do that either. Maybe it's just like a bad manners thing because they know we're going to shield because it's a Flamethrower would obviously KO, so they just do the Stone Edge because of bad manners. I'm not sure. Anyway, I bring back in my Marowak, farm that Bastio down, and I have a Rock Slide loaded for this Ninetales. And what's going to be in the back? Let's find out. It is a Shadow Victory Bell. Easy sweep for the Sand Slash, Ice Punch, and good night, good game. Well played. Alright, next lead is Talonflame, and I'm going to stay in here, actually make a swap into my Gator. I believe in a different matchup later on, maybe I do play it a little differently, but we swap in the Gator, and he Flame Charges. That's unfortunate, but he ends up bailing. I'm not sure why he did that, but right there, I probably could have just go ahead and fired off the Ice Beam instead of expanding my shield, but I'm able to make a swap into my Sand Slash and save some energy on the Gator for later. Come back in, it's going to be resisted damage by a Frenzy Plant. And I had to throw right there. I didn't want to, but I also didn't want him to hit me again with another Frenzy. So that draws out a Medicham, a Blast from the Past. We're going to Drill Run that Medicham. In comes the Talonflame. Talonflame's going to come back in. Marowak, we're going to throw one Mud Slap and swap into the Gator and catch his and make him throw all of his energy. Hopefully we're able at this point to just Bone Club that thing out of the sky. Get that bird out of here, and we come back in with the Medicham. And right here, I thought he was going to Ice Punch me and knock me out, but he ended up, I don't know what he was trying to do, charge up to a Dynamic Punch maybe, but I ended up Mud Slapping that thing down. It's a GG. We have Levani on the lead. I safe swap into the Sand Slash, and I thought that maybe would have drawn something out, and it did. There's a Talonflame. I actually could have just stayed in that matchup because he's on Shadow Claw instead of like a Grass Fast type move, but I wanted to bail out of there because Leaf Baited Blade is a fast charge attack that builds up quick there. Anyway, we knocked the Talonflame out. Now he's up 2 shields. I safe swap into my into my Marowak, and the only reason I did that is to see if I could draw something out, and there it is. There's a Dunsparce. He actually probably could have just stayed in that matchup and just destroyed me, but it ended up drawing out the Dunsparce, and we're going to be able to eat a Drill Run, no problem, and make another Bone Club, most likely a third here before the Dunsparce goes down. Oh, and I made a catch. I think I made a misplay right there. I probably shouldn't have undercharged or swapped out. But anyway, Levani comes back in. We Hydro Cannon that thing. I'm probably not going to be able to make a second. And this is just a GG from here, man. I made a misplay there. I'm not perfect. Mistakes happen, but it's not the team's fault. Alright, so Licky Licky's going to have roll out. We're going to just stay in against this thing. And because we're taking resisted damage, we are a ground type. He Earthquakes me, and I Bone Club him. And I believe that he did stay in. So we're going to be able to farm up, make a second one. I believe he lets it go down. Oh no, he wants to keep switch advantage. Maybe he's super weak in the back to Marowak. And that draws out, he ends up safe swapping into Jump Bluff. I immediately come in with the Sand Slash. That was not a good play for him, but we almost one-shot that thing out the sky. Gonna get hit with an Energy Ball right here. Powder Snow down, and then in comes the Dunsparce, double normal. That's perfectly fine. We fire off the Drill Run for some huge damage on that Dunsparce, and fires back with the Drill Run. I come back in with my Marowak, Bone Club that thing, and I believe I do get the shield right here, and then from here I can actually just safe swap into the Gator. He tries to maybe snipe me with his Licky energy there, but I was a little quick on the swap, so we were able to farm that thing down, even though it was resisted Shadow Claw damage, and Hydro Cannon that Dunsparce for the win. GG to the opponent. Alright, next lead. It was Diggersby. I didn't see what it was. I was looking away for a second, but we throw the Bone Club at him, and he throws the Scorching Sands back, and I end up waiting a turn and be able to catch, throw a Rock Slide on the Drift Bloom coming in. That was perfect. Come in with the Gator. He's most likely going to Icy Wind right here, so I do not shield up. Come in with my Sand Slash, start getting ahead on energy. We Ice Punch that thing out of the sky. See who's in the back. It's going to be a Whiscash. I'm going to throw an Ice Punch at the Whiscash. Maybe he'll block thinking it was a Drill Run, and he did. Perfect for us. We're going to shield up the Mud Bomb and keep farming up, and then he makes a swap onto the Diggersby, and I actually did throw the Ice Punch this time, so that KO'd right away. We come in with the Gator. Gator has a Hydro Cannon loaded. That's going to be a good night. GG's to the opponent. Alright, next lead's going to be Gator, regular non-shadow, so we're going to stay in here, maybe play this out a little differently, or we're going to do the same play and swap out like last time. Throw right on the, right before he gets to that second Hydro Cannon, and make a catch. Beautiful catch right under our own Gator. Let that Hydro go through. It wouldn't be as much damage because he's not a Shadow. So we will block the second one, but now we're going to Shadow Claw that thing, and he just let me get ahead. So ahead on energy. I have like 3 Hydros loaded for this Clodsire coming in. Fire off Hydro Cannon number 2. Probably won't make the second one, but go ahead and safe swap into the Marowak, and he tries to snipe me with that Talonflame. Throw the Rock Slide, and I believe I do have the Hydro loaded for the Gator, with the Gator, but I have to actually come in with the Sand Slash to let him throw his energy. And come to find out, that was actually a misplay because I thought that one Shadow Claw wasn't going to be able to get me to that Hydro Cannon, and it was, and I threw the game, but that's a GG to the opponent. Next lead, Dunsparce, going to swap into a Trevenant. Haven't seen Trevenant in a while. It's pretty cool. I immediately come in with the Sand Slash, and I throw the Ice Punch, and he shields up, which so that's going to let me know that he's going to, oh, he just wasted his shield. I thought that he was going to expand both shields, try to take switch in that matchup, but he didn't. Anyway, he comes back in with the Dunsparce. I have a Drill Run loaded. He does not shield up, and I believe he does not shield up this Ice Punch as well, or maybe he will. He does. Safe swap back into the Marowak. It's going to draw out the Superior, which is great. Not good for us, but we needed to bait that out if there was a Grass type in the back, because my Gator definitely doesn't want to see it. Anyway, we're going to build up, let the Marowak go down, throws the Aerial Ace, and I live. Maybe he undercharged a little bit so he could get a little extra energy. That's good for him. Frenzy plants my Sand Slash. We'll come back in with the Feraligatr, and he's going to safe swap back into the Dunsparce to take all that Hydro Cannon damage. That's perfectly fine. We're going to be able to Shadow Claw this Snake down and then take the game. GG's. Next lead, terrible for us as Jump Bluff. We're going to build up and bank a Rock Slide for later. Come in with the A-Slash, and he decides to throw his energy. I'm not sure why. No pun intended, because of Energy Ball. Comes in with the Dunsparce. We throw a Drill Run at that thing. Right here, I do shield up, because I believe I am going to fight for switch advantage right here. And I throw the next Drill Run. I think maybe he thought I was going to throw, oh no, he did block, okay. Come back in with the Marowak to eat that drill run, and then he comes back in with the jump bluff and catches a bone club. I should have known that was coming, but I went a little bit too quick. I should have been a little more patient. Anyway, I'm going to let my Marowak go down. He throws, it full expands the energy ball, come back in with the Sand Slash, throw the Ice Punch, most likely getting that last shield. Oh, he lets the Sand Slash go down, comes in with the Gator, and I have my own Gator loaded in the back. We're going to shield up the first Hydro Cannon so we can stay ahead. And he tries to maybe catch a Hydro onto the Dunsparce, but I go ahead and knock that thing out. Throw my second Hydro Cannon at the Gator. He's going to have another one loaded, knock me out, and I come back in with the Sand Slash for the drill run, and that's a GG to the opponent. Super fun team, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope you guys can try this team out for yourself, and let me know if you do. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you in the next one.